Foxglove friends, I'm Rosalind. Welcome to today's reading where we will be looking at how do you matter to your person. So you can just have a little think of a particular person that you might have in mind and see which one calls out to you. Now we've got pile 1 with take the next step now, with this little goddess here. And then we've got pile 2, new exercise program with this little goddess here. And we've got pile 3 with self-employment, and this is the little goddess that's going with this one. So just take a few minutes to breathe in, and I just want to remind you that there's only a couple of days left to book onto the Return to Wholeness package, which is a one-to-one 10-week fast track program to sort out so many things for you. So if you've got anxiety, or if you keep having difficult relationships, or if things keep going wrong, or if you want to increase your vibrational frequency, if you just want to be happier, more at peace, clear away things from the past, do check that out, because there's a special early bird pricing offer on it. So that only lasts until the 6th of January. The details are on my website. The link is in the description, and then there's also a little video on here just to tell you a bit more about it if you want to click on the timestamp. People are starting to book in. It's going at a nice steady rate now, but as we get closer to the 6th of January, it will probably be full steam ahead. So try and get in before the very end if you can, so I can sort out dates with you, and so that you don't miss your time slots, of whichever ones you prefer. It is about a 1 hour session each week for 10 weeks, with bits that we do in between as well, communication in between with that, and there's bits of homework here and there, just so that you can make the very, very most out of what you can achieve with that. So change your life this year, Foxglove friends, and book in with me on the Return to Wholeness program. And in the meantime, do enjoy your reading. So, what is returning to wholeness? Well, at a soul level, you are a bright, shining, divine light, without all the anger or sadness or guilt or anxiety or worries, without all of that. You are a pure ball of light that is beautiful at a soul level. So what happens is, when we come to Earth, we have all sorts of experiences that we are meant to learn lessons from, to help our soul grow, to help us learn, to help us become more wise. However, the society that we live in and the cultures that we live in don't particularly support the learning of those lessons. We tend to hold on to things from the past, and carry them around with us, and then they dictate and navigate the choices that we make, either through anxiety or fear or anger or numbness. Sometimes we push ourselves into numbness because we switch off from our emotions to such an extent, and we become out of alignment with our soul. It is part of our birthright to have a happy and peaceful life. We come to Earth to experience the joy and magic of all that Earth has to offer, whether it be the nature, loving connections, the abundance of everything that life has to offer. We're entitled to have that. So this package, this 10-week package that I have put together, in which you'll work with me on a one-to-one basis, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we'll work one-to-one over video call, and we will start to clear away anything that is preventing you from being in alignment with your true soul self. We will also find out what your true north is, help you to connect to your soul self so you can listen to your soul self. We'll go into past lives, into inner child work, into connecting with your higher self. So there's so much. So we start off with tuning into your subconscious mind to understand what your core values are. And that means what really matters to you. Because once you know what really matters to you, and a lot of people don't know consciously what are the things that are important to them in life, or they think they do, but actually deep down it's something quite different. Once you know what those core values are and you know how well they're being met, then that will enable you to know what your true north is, Foxglove friends. So you'll always know if something is pushing on any of those values, that is why negative emotions are coming up, so that you can take action to resolve that and to choose a different course of direction or different path in life. Now, to get the truth of that, what we then need to do is we need to do the big cleanse. The big cleanse is clearing away negative emotions connected to past experiences. Now, this is huge because it's clearing away negative emotions connected to experiences through your entire life. This can take people years in therapy and counselling, and we do it in a couple of sessions where we clear away angers or sadness or anxiety or guilt, so many different things, so that you can then be in the moment and not governed or dictated to by those experiences from the past. This then enables you to make positive choices for yourself with more emotional freedom, and to, when you do get an emotional reaction because something is pushing on your values, it's a lot less. It's not explosive, it's not kind of extreme. It will be a lot less, but it will help you to recognize, oh, something's pushing on my values, I need to make a different choice in life. We then look at your deeper subconscious and unconscious patterns that you're repeating. So maybe you keep ending up in the same sort of relationship. Maybe you keep going through the same scenarios at work. Even if you're trying to change these things, you might go to different relationships or different jobs because you think, well, if I go to a different job, I won't have the same experience that I keep having. Well, in actuality, it's within you that we need to change the patterns, and we do that at a deeper subconscious and unconscious level. So we shift and change the neural pathways within you so that you don't keep repeating the same patterns. So all of this is already creating such a lot of freedom for you, such a lot of emotional freedom, which will bring you more peace, and more happiness and more contentment, and will give you a great deal of insight into you and what's going on in your life. But that's just the beginning. We're not even halfway through at that point. So we then also do the inner child work to bring some magic into your life, to help you remember and understand what it is that you really, really loved in life, so you can start bringing more in. And if there's anything that's restricted you at a childhood level, we heal that to clear that away as well. Again, empowering you. You'll have more self-confidence, more self-love, more self-esteem, and you'll make choices then going through your life, and it literally has a ripple effect out into your future, because you'll start to notice that you're making decisions based on what is true to you, what matters to you, what is in alignment with your heart. We then do past life regression to look at if there's any particular scenario that you need to be learning that is holding you in place right now. That could be with a particular person, so you can look at how you're connected to a particular person in your life and what the interaction was in the past with them. It could be just a particular scenario that you need to resolve so that you can move forward and be free of that as well. We look at ancestral lines to see what you have brought through from your mother and father's side. Now, if you don't know your parents, we can look at that in a different way, so don't worry about that. But we can clear karmic elements for you as well. We then help you to get in tune with your higher self, your soul self, so that you're listening to the inner guidance of what your soul self is wanting to do in this world, so that can connect you to a higher purpose, to your soul purpose. There's such an awful lot that we do in this 10 weeks, and it will be quite an intense process, but it will be hugely life changing. There's nothing else like it out there. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me on the Let's Talk page on my website, which is in the link on the description of this video. But please do know that you need to get in before the 6th of January. You need to book in with me and make contact with me so we can get this scheduled in and booked in, so that you get the early bird offer on this. And all the details are on the Return to Wholeness page of my website. So if you've got any questions, or you want to know anything else, or if you want to book in and make this the best year ever yet, and beat the shifts and changes that are going to press on you from all the planetary changes. I mean, we really are going through a huge change, a planetary level, which is going to open the door to people stepping into the true sole purpose of what they've come here for. Also, if you just want to do this to enable you to raise your vibrational frequency, it's absolutely wonderful, because it clears away anything that's bringing you down. So what I mean by raising your vibrational frequency, if you're working to improve your spiritual awareness, you want to be at a higher vibrational frequency. So you don't want to keep getting dragged down by old negative experiences from the past, by negative emotions, all those sorts of things. You want to lift yourself up so that you can live at the frequency of love, which will then allow you to live in a place of more happiness and peace. It's just going to be brilliant, Foxglove friend. So if you want to work with me, do check all of this out. I'd love to see you, and we will make 2025 super special. Take care. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your reading. Hello, Foxglove friend. Welcome. You have picked pile 1, which is the Take the Next Step Now card. And today we are looking at how do you matter to your person. We've then got the fire goddess, which is Brigid, and in the centre there's fire agate, which is for calming, protection, grounding, and sending back negativity. So it's quite protective, that little goddess. It also represents the south, which is to do with abundance, prosperity, expansion, activity. And given that we've got Take the Next Step Now, that ties in, where it's about rapid growth or changes and shifts and changes, and about the sun shining on something and lighting it up. It's a very abundant element, is the south and the fire. So let's put those over there, and we are going to have a bit of a deeper look at why you've got to take the next step now. I don't want to say what that step is until we get a few more cards out. So Spirit, please can you give us a bit of information about what has been going on with pile 1's person, so we can understand where we're coming from in the first place. So we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Ferret. Got the Queen of Pentacles. Lots around money or energy, which is interesting. And we've got the Lady. And let's get another card about what has been going on with this person. Message in a bottle. Fit on there, yes, lovely. So we've got a scenario where maybe, so hold on, sorry. Let me just feel into this energy for a minute. I'm going to start this side and work backwards a little bit. So message in a bottle is about somebody who likes communication. They like to communicate. There's possibly something to do with good news that has come, or yeah, the person likes to have communication. We've got lots to do with creation and generosity here. However, the King of Pentacles is somebody who can be either jealous or not that great with money. They might be having all these ideas and being very generous about what they want to do and what they want to create, and maybe they take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, but maybe they do actually want to have a family with you. If that's relevant to you, but certainly they've got lots of ideas and they're very good at creating things and going ahead with things and putting energy and action into things, and very generous with themselves. And I feel like there's maybe some childhood issues with them where they've got a bit of lacking, they don't feel validated by their parents somehow. So sometimes they really suck with money, is what I'm going to say. That doesn't make them a bad person, but they can be a bit jealous sometimes, or maybe even a bit insecure, or a bit kind of random, is what I want to say. However, the message in a bottle card is really positive, saying that good things will come from this interaction. So this is what's been going on with this person. Now let's get some information about how do you matter. So how do they feel about you, pile one? How do they feel about you? So there could be an element where maybe there's a child-parent relationship as part of this. Just take this if it if it is somebody, if it is somebody who's maybe a child to you, or even if that's not biologically, there might be a child grown-up dynamic between the two of you for some reason. Yeah, so this person really likes to help other people. Sorry, just going back to, and maybe likes that you help them, actually. They maybe really like it that you help them. They want that support from you. And that's how you matter. Or maybe you support them in supporting other people. Yeah, so there's something they feel like the relationship that you've got serves them well, supports them, serves their higher purpose, helps them to find purpose in life, maybe, pile one, which is really, really nice. Let me get some more. How does pile one, oops, everything went flying out then. So they might be a bit very focused on you. Look, we've got that I just want you all the time. So they might, I'm going to say again, there might be a bit of a parent-child dynamic in here, even if you're both grown-ups and you're not, biologically related in that way. And they also possibly want strength from you. Maybe you boost their ego in some way. You've got 2 8s there, which are very positive, actually. 8s are very positive numbers, because they're that, in relationships, they're where you you meet in the middle. You can both be a unique individual and then meet in the middle, so that you create, you're like two zeros coming together to make an 8. Do you see what I mean? You can't answer me because, but you can put the comments. Yes, I see what you mean, Rosalind. That might be nice. So, this is all very positive. Let's see, how do you feel about them? Because they want to be with you. They feel like your relationship allows them to either be of service to others or to have a better life, to have a higher purpose. You support them, that you give them more strength. Maybe if they aren't so good in certain areas of their life, like with money and stuff. And the fire card's very much about, the fire goddess is very much about passion, warmth, affection. Taking the next step now is maybe the fact that you need to continue with this person in a positive way. Let's see, how do you feel? How do you feel about them? Purpose again, interesting. So I know what I'm here to do. Something about the two of you coming together, whether this is romantic, whatever kind of relationship it is, you both help each other to serve a higher purpose, to serve the higher good, it's all service. Serve my higher good, purpose. You two coming together is actually creating a really positive thing for the people around you, for those who you might help in life, for each other to know that you're here on the planet. It's kind of given you a reason to exist in certain ways. Take however that resonates. There's what I want. There's a pack that I didn't open yet. So can we have a bit of advice, please? So whatever is going on here, this is all looking very positive. They really think a lot of you, and you support each other in positive ways. And Spirit is kind of saying this is a good thing, even though there's bits that aren't as desirable, if you like. But you can balance each other out because you're creating things together. You may be building a home together, which the Queen of Pentacles can be sometimes. You may be wanting to start a family together if it is a romantic relationship, but you're certainly building positive things together, whether it's projects or plans, if it's work related. And it's saying to feel comfortable to take the next step forward because you are protected. Pile 1. And then it says take a step back. So let me just feel into why it said that, because are you feeling overwhelmed? It's all about taking steps. Look, take the next step now and then take a step back. There's maybe something where you're getting overwhelmed, or there's or for some reason you're not seeing the truth of what this scenario is, and you just need to step back to see the reality as it really, really is. Let me get why do they need to, why does Pile 1 need to take a step back when you're telling them to take the next step? That is awfully confusing. So maybe it's about taking the next step with the relationship. What do they need to take? Hold on. What do you need to take the next step back for? Let's see what it says. Spirit, what do they need to take the next step back for, please? Okay, to see the bigger picture. There's something where maybe you're getting overwhelmed within it because it's a bit clingy. Perhaps because you kind of this I just want you all of the time. Maybe you're getting a bit mithered or overwhelmed with it, and actually you need a little bit of space just to see how good it is. And if things have happened quickly, perhaps you've not had chance to adjust with this relationship, but it's kind of saying you're safe to move forward with this relationship. However, you might just want to step back in a certain way so that you can see the bigger picture of what this is, because actually you're building something much bigger. You know, you've got everything in this card is about the fact that this is your higher purpose. Maybe there's a twin flame element going on within this relationship that's kind of pushing you and pushing at boundaries and things like that, which are or triggering different emotional responses in certain ways. Because when you are being pushed into your purpose, when you are being pushed into being of service, to whether that's to help others or to help humanity in certain ways, or just on a whatever scale it's on, it seems like it's a big shift and a big change. You know, this card talks about turning things into gold from nothing. You know, building homes and houses, or building things maybe even is coming up. Perhaps you're getting a lot of communication that's a lot to keep up with. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So just breathe is what I want to say. Have a breather for a minute so that you can actually understand how to cope with this. Can I have a bit more for pile 1 about what... So how do you matter to this person? Well, it seems like you're almost there. Everything is what I want to say. You know, at a very deep level, whether it's romantic or not, you are enabling this person to find a reason for being on this planet. You're enabling this person to have dreams, to want to create something, to want to push forward and to communicate and to live. And maybe they're a bit addicted to you in certain ways. But you are most definitely very important to why their soul has come down onto this planet, which is major. You know, I'm rattling on about like this like it's nothing, but that's massive. That's massive. It's sort of like a soul tribe, soulmate connection, a very, very important connection that is going to allow you and them to step into a new chapter of life, is what I want to say. So that is, so you matter very, very much to this person. This is oops. Yeah, okay, so we've got graceful aging. So you are going to kind of, well, I almost want to say get a lot older with this person. You know, like the notion of growing old together. And there's a lot of spiritual growth happening with this person. So this is, whatever sort of relationship this is, it is saying it's going to be there for the long haul. It's going to last a good, you know, graceful aging. It's gonna take you through the years, and you're gonna grow spiritually by being in this relationship, which is, I mean, it's just super duper amazing. This is really. Let me get you some more. Hold on, I'm gonna get you some more advice. I mean, this is beautiful, I think, and I feel like we've been shown a little bit about what they're not so great at in life, that they can be a bit jealous or a bit not great with finances. But actually this is kind of Oops. Oh, look, everything's falling out. Maybe that's it, that you are there, everything. And perhaps that's why there's a bit of overwhelm going on. Perhaps they're so focused on you. Choose things that serve you. We're back to the service again. So maybe you just need to be careful not to get too lost in what they want along this path, to make sure that you are actually that. So we're looking at how you matter to them. How do you matter to you is the question I want to ask you, pal one. And as lovely as this seems, I think the key element is about not, making sure that you make choices based on what you want as well, and not getting too carried along in the fire and the emotion and the passion of how this person is. Be epic today. Yeah. So think big. We've got the world here. So this can be to do with travel also, if you maybe you're traveling with this person, maybe this person is from a different country even. But be epic today. Know that you are awesome too. Pile one is what I want to say. Know that in a nice way. I want to say, don't stand in their shadow. Own your own energy and kind of allow it to shine, as much as, yeah. That's what I'm going to say. Hold on, I'm going to get you one more card. Is this the last card? Don't know. Hold on, we'll see. Oh, look at that. Come to the edge and see how all those hearts. That looks so romantic, but scary too. And I think that's what this might be about for you, that it's romantic and lovely and therefore scary, because you can feel so vulnerable. You can feel so vulnerable. There is a leap of faith required here, Foxglove friend, and kind of courage required, which I think is why this take a step back to see the bigger picture is coming up for you. It can be really scary to fully open up, and to be vulnerable with somebody else, and this is asking you to do that, and this is showing you that you are protected during this case, but you'll be glad that you did open up to this person. So that's really positive. There's a lot of positivity in here about the fact that you can move forward with this person that you're asking about, and allow yourself to be vulnerable, because it's a positive thing. So thank you so much for watching, Foxglove friend. Please do check out my Return to Wholeness package, because the pricing offer finishes on the 6th of January and it's starting to fill up. So just get in as soon as you can. Check out the detail and the Return to Wholeness timestamp. I'll give you a bit more detail. There's a little video on this video about that, or find even more detail about it on my website, and that's all in the description as well. I appreciate you watching so much. If you like this, please do like and subscribe so that I can see you again. It helps to grow my channel so that I can continue doing this work with you. And congratulations, this looks lovely. Well done, Foxglove friend. Take care. Bye bye. Hello, Foxglove friend. You have chosen Pile 2. So, Pile 2 is the new exercise program. I don't know why Spirits popped this one out. I'm going to tune into it. And then also you have picked the water goddess, Amphitrite. And the little crystal in the middle is amethyst. which is quite protective, but it's about balance. And about the crown chakra as well, I use it when I'm opening up to spirit. And this represents the east, which is about new beginnings and new chapters in life. And obviously, we've got new exercise program here. So the new exercise program may be that you're engaging with a person either at the gym or some sort of personal trainer or in an exercise scenario of some sort, or maybe you need to kind of have more movement in your life physically so that you can get out of your head and stop worrying about things. But we'll put these over here for now and we'll have a look. I don't want to say too much until I start getting the cards out. Spirit, what has been, so this is all about how do you matter to this person. So what I'm going to do is have a look at what has been going on with this person so we can get a little bit of background first. Can we have a little bit of background, please, Spirit, about pal 2 and their person. Okay, let's put that there. So that's the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. We've got Strength in reverse. The 2 of Cups in reverse. We've got the Death card. And then you get one of these. Okay, so what I'm already kind of getting is maybe the new exercise program is just suggesting that you start doing something for yourself. Soulmates, interesting. Right. So, interesting, pal 2. So what is really interesting is we've got the soulmates card. So sometimes, and I'll see whether this is positive or negative as we go along. I don't want to kind of make too many assumptions at this point. But what I will say is that sometimes soulmates come into our lives to help us to learn lessons, to help us progress. Well, they always do. That's always where they are. They might be here to support us and be with us for a lifetime, or they might come in for a brief amount of time. Now, the fact you've got the Death card here shows that there's been an ending of something, and the fact it's next to the 2 of Cups in reverse suggests that a relationship may have ended. Sometimes this can be friendships as well, so it might not necessarily be romantic. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. What's so interesting is we've got the new exercise program here, and the Prince of Pentacles in reverse can be somebody who's a bit obsessive about their own health or about exercise programs. So if that doesn't apply to you, then it might be in a different way, but I'm just putting that out there because they feel weak. So maybe they've had to improve their health somehow. Maybe this person, maybe it's you or another person, has had to. Okay, I'm going to look at this from a different direction as well, just as I'm going into it. Maybe you or your person that you're inquiring about has had some health issues in which you've needed support, and it's affected the way the relationship is because you've needed support somehow from them. Or you've been focusing on improving your health, improving your strength, because you've kind of felt weak in some way, or they have, or it might be a mental health issue where you or they have needed to try and resolve difference and, try and make themselves better in some way. So take this, whether it applies to them or whether it applies to you, that there's been a need to improve either mental, emotional health or physical health, and that's kind of impacted on the normal sort of relationship that you have with this person. But something behind has been left behind now, and you're starting a new chapter in life, and that new chapter may mean taking up new hobbies or new different scenarios, but the person that you're involved with within this scenario that you're inquiring about is a soulmate. So whether they are a friend or family or romantic partner, they have come into your life to be part of your soul tribe. So it is quite a strong bond, whether that person is still in your life or not. I think there might be a few things going on here, so just take, because we've got lots of different people watching, so just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But I'm going to see what is going on, so let's have a look. How does the person that pile 2 is inquiring about, how does that person feel about them? Please, Spirit. How does the person... Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. That's jolly interesting. So either they are open-minded about you in some way or another, or they're quite creative, and need you to maybe they need you to calm their mind because their imagination runs wild with them. Possibly. What else? How does pile 2's person feel about them? You maybe support the creativity in them, but you maybe help to, and you help to bring humour and lightness to their life, and healing is what I want to say. So you do help to bring healing to their life and to them, and to lighten things up for them, pile 2. Let me just see what else. How does pile 2's person feel about them, please, Spirit? So they're very focused on you. These tend to be romantic cards, but just take it in whichever way it comes out if this isn't a romantic connection. They do want to be in contact with you a lot, and they want to be in your energy quite a lot. Whether that's because you open creativity or you lighten their world, or if this is a romantic relationship, they do desire you in a romantic way. Spirit. What else does pile 2's person? So, this person lies awake thinking about their future and how you fit in it. So, if it's romantic, they might be thinking about your future together and how this is going to work out going forward. It's a very interesting reading, this is, because I feel like they've gone through some difficulties, certain bumps in the road, and they now need to focus on having a happier and healthier life, or you need to focus on having a happier and healthier life, whichever way this is coming about. But you help to calm them down, help to lift them up, help to emotionally support them, especially if their mind starts running riot. Maybe you help them to open their mind to the potential of better things, of good things, so that they're not getting too negative. If they kind of have a mind that's a little bit closed off, you help to open their mind to the potential of what else is out there, and you help them to think about what their future will be and how you'll fit into it. Let's see how you feel about them. Spirit, how does pile 2 feel about this person? How does pile 2 feel about this person, please? I'm sorry if you can hear my washing machine. Okay, interesting. Surrender. I can release my need to control. So you feel like it's time to let them stand to do what they want to do without being so, maybe they're quite dependent on you in some sort of way. Maybe for their emotional well-being. Maybe they're quite dependent on you, or maybe you've needed to be dependent on them, so you've had to let go and rely on them and trust them. Let me just see, what else do I want to get? Hold on, sorry. Spirit, can we have some advice about what is going on in the relationship between pile 2 and their person? Oh, look at that, unfinished symphony. So, I didn't say that properly. Symphony, unfinished symphony. So, music may be relevant somehow within this connection, whether this person is a musician or not. There's a violin there. I like to play my violin. And I also recently did a bit of keyboard playing as well. But this is not finished, this relationship. So even if we've had the death card come up, if you have ended the relationship with this person, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because I think this is for a variety of scenarios. It's not fully finished yet. There's still more to learn from this relationship. There's still more to experience from this relationship that is going to be of benefit to both of you. If you have tried to move away from this person and you still love them, there's going to be an opportunity, I think, for closure somehow. Even if you need to write a letter, and whether you give it to them or not, write it all down and write down what the issues were, so that you can actually allow yourself to move on from this. Oh, pile 2. This is quite the tricky reading, really. I hope it's resonating for you in certain ways. Whatever is going on with this person, I think it's important for you to know that there's a new chapter starting for you that is positive and good. And that involves maybe literally moving your body in new ways, taking on new exercise or dietary elements, things like that, whatever resonates with you, or just finding new hobbies that do fit you and suit you, so that you can start to enjoy life more. There's maybe things within this relationship that are unsaid that you need to clear, whether that's actually having the conversation or writing it down so that you can get it out of you and release it. Acceptance is the transformation, so it's very important. And I think the surrender bit here, about you maybe surrendering, trying to make this relationship work in certain ways, or work at all for some of you Foxglove friends, and accepting where you're at, accepting about where you're at right now with this situation with the person, is what's going to enable you to shift and transform into a better life for you somehow, Foxglove friends. Spirit, please can you give me some more information about what is going on with regards to these two, pile 1 and their person? They're inquiring about sobriety. Okay, so for some of you, I'd advise to stay away. Well, for you to stay away from any substances that are going to make you feel a lot of emotion in an uncontrolled fashion. So not drinking, not doing drugs of any sort, you know what I mean? Or choose dietary elements that are going to make you feel good, so don't have too much sugar, because sugar makes me feel angry. It's overstimulating, and it can make you feel bad. Just be careful what you take in that might make you not feel good, because you need to feel in a good space now. This is kind of what's coming along here. I think the focus is on you making sure that you feel good, and that you're making your body feel good somehow. Sobriety may be to do with them. For some of you, it might be dependent on whether you engage with this person going forward or not. Just take that if it resonates. Moving, so new career. Okay, so where you want to live, where you want to be, or where this person wants to live, or where they want to be. Oops, my earphones making funny noises, so I hope that doesn't impact on the reading. And new career. There's a lot of new beginnings as part of this reading, pile 2, which I believe is possibly impacting on what's happening with regards to this relationship between you and your person. Embrace your exquisiteness. So yeah, focus on you a bit. While they go through their shifts and changes, focus on you, so that you can feel good. And I think that's what the focus is for the new year, to let go of what no longer serves you, release control. If you've got things to say, take the time to say it or write it down so you can get it up and out of you, so that you can move on. So the way in which you matter to this person is that they're unsure about how your future is going to play out. So they're thinking about that a lot. They do want to spend time with you, and you help to lift them up and help to open their minds, and that's how you matter. But what is important is that you matter. In fact, I didn't get any of these cards. Hold on, let me just get one of these. You matter, and it's important to look after your physical health. So what you're putting into your body, what you're doing with your body. Accept where you are now. If you've got, find your backbone is the advice. So part of this is about putting yourself first. Pile 2. You need to say what is right for you. Say what you don't want. Say what you do want. Put yourself first, so that you can decide where you want to be and how you want to progress in life. So, thank you for watching this. Please do check out my Return to Wholeness program, 10-week program, where you work with me one-to-one to clear away all sorts of issues from the past, reprogramming patterns that you keep going through. We do past life regression. We do so many different things. Check out the detail of it on my website, which is in the link in the description of this video, because the early bird offer is only on until the 6th of January. People are starting to book in now, so try and book in as soon as you can so that you get the time slots that you want, because I only have a certain number of hours in a day and it's working with me one-to-one. If you liked this and it resonated, please do click on like and subscribe so that I can see you again, Foxglove friend. Other than that, take care, look after yourself, and I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you for watching. friends, welcome to today's reading. You have chosen the self-employment card, very lovely, and you have chosen the earth goddess Gaia, and the stone within the middle here is the forest jasper, which is for emotional healing, connections with nature and things like that. So this is very earthbound, and I'd say what's happening here is something, a dream or something that you've wanted to achieve is being brought into the 3D. So it's starting to come into actual reality rather than just being a hope or a dream or an idea. So the question that we are asking is, how do you matter to this person? So let's put this over here and we'll get some more cards out so I can have a little look at how the self-employment comes into this, whether it's you looking at self-employment, whether it's you bringing a new project into being, or whether it's your person. Maybe the person you're inquiring about is somebody who's going to be a client, or somebody you wish to work with. Let's have a look. So, Spirit, can I have a bit of information about what has been going on with this person, please? With pile 3's person. So, somebody who is just about to birth something new into reality. So that might be you or your person, where they're full of ideas. Maybe they're actually giving birth to a child, but quite often this represents somebody who's got all sorts of ideas and is actually creating something to bring it into the 3D, which really ties in with the self-employment and the earth goddess here about making things happen. And I think the thing is, a lot of the time when we're going through this kind of shift and change, it's really important to try and keep your actual feet on the ground, because emotions run high. Pile 3. Spirit, what has been going on for pile 3 with their person, please? 7 of Pentacles. Reaping rewards is what I want to say there. Prince of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles is often about making something happen. You're putting your roots down, you're creating something. The Prince of Pentacles can be to do with working towards something diligently, being very focused. So perhaps this is you or your person. The Prince of Wands in reverse is what we've got there. Let me just get one more card from the other pack, from this pack. The Prince of Pentacles can sometimes be seen as being a bit boring if they're like really focusing on what they're doing and knuckling down, you know, which this all suggests is happening here. So maybe, I'm going to say either you or your person, or maybe you've been doing this together, has been focusing on bringing something into fruition, something that they really want to happen, to make money from, most likely. To the sea. Wow, look at that. In a bubble bath. In like a bathtub, or is it a hat? Yeah, let's put that there then. Okie dokie. So there may be something within this relationship with the person that you're inquiring about, in which, or whether they've had to do this for you, in which they've had to go with the flow because there's been such a focus on building a business or building a project or completing something. And as that has happened, they've kind of stepped, either it's you or either them, as have stepped out of their heart space and might have been a bit harsh. Sometimes it can show that somebody's being a bit pushy or a bit of a bully or a bit disconnected from their heart space, basically, because they've been so focused on trying to bring this thing into fruition, and you've kind of been in the process where you've had to let that go a bit, or they've had to let that go with you, because to try and be decent, either you or they have recognised that there's a lot of work going on here. Maybe you're both doing things of different projects where you've really had to focus on stuff, and you've had to allow each other to go through the flow of what's going on. But it's meant that you've not been able to rest and relax in a kind of energy that's a bit more friendly or affectionate, or heartfelt, is what I'm going to say. So let me have a look at, how does your person that you're inquiring about, how does your person that you're inquiring about feel about you? How does your person that you're inquiring about feel about you, please, Spirit? Feel about pile 3. Peace. So they really want to have peace with you. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Okay, so maybe that's why there's this element of going with the flow and not kind of pushing about what's been going on, because they're just looking for a peaceful life. They and they want to be in a non-confrontational position with you. Spirit, please can you advise how pile 3's person feels about them? Yeah, they just want to be in a happy state. They don't want to be in any negativity, and they just want to be open and honest. That's lovely. So the person that you're inquiring about just wants to have an open, honest and peaceful engagement with you. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's a business interaction, whatever it is, they just want everything to be okay. So let me just see. Oh no, let's see what else there is. Which is nice. I mean, heck, that's really nice. I think if you're the sort of person who needs fiery engagement and conflict, or bits of drama, then this is probably gonna do your head in. But generally they just want to have a very honest and relaxed friendship or relationship with you, whatever that looks like. How does pile 3's person feel about them, please? I think so, yes. So they're very positive about you. There is someone else. Okay, so maybe you're wanting something from this person that they're not necessarily wanting to give to you somehow. Their attention is elsewhere. So the way in which you matter to this person is that they're wanting to have peace with you, they're wanting to have honesty, but they're wanting to focus on other things. So this is part of a relationship pack. So there is someone else. It might be the fact that they're even focusing on themselves because they're trying to achieve and accomplish all sorts of different things. Let me see what else we've got. Let's get a bit of... Yeah, let's get an advice. Oh no, hold on. I wanted to do, how do you feel about them? There might be, for some of you, a bit of an unrequited love element to this. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Hold on, everything's flying out. Spirit, please, how does pile 3's person feel about their person they're inquiring about? How does pile 3's person feel about the person they're inquiring about? So I'd get the sense that they're letting this go, maybe, or they're having to let something go. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So if you're inquiring about an ex or somebody who, a friendship that is no longer in your life, this person is willing to let it go and just wants. Oh, hold on, sorry. This is how you feel. So you're letting it go. Okay, yeah. So this is interesting then. So that, okay, or maybe you're going through something where you're letting things go that no longer serve you. Perhaps you've let this person go. Sorry, I got confused then, which is interesting. So maybe they're confused and maybe you're confused. But you're willing to let this go if needs be, by the looks of it, because they're busy focusing on other things. I feel like there's very much a kind of going with the flow. Everybody within this seems to want things to be quite easy, very still waters. Look, see what I mean on here? There's no big waves, because there's focus on other things going on. Let me get one of these cards. What is the advice, please, for part 3 with their person? There's a scenario here where either one of you or both of you is trying to build something that's really important, and that's where your focus needs to be, because you're going through a transformational process. And the West, did we talk about this? The West can be the sun going down on. Sorry, I had to stop it for a second. Luna barked. The West can be the sun going down on things, so endings, letting things go from your life that no longer serve you. Let's just have a look. Correct your mistakes. Interesting. So if you feel like you've done something wrong with regards to this person, look, they've set a fire accidentally under a goldfish bowl. So maybe you've put too much pressure on this person, and it's maybe you're worried that there's going to be an ending with this person. So it's just about correct. If you've applied too much pressure, if you're the one who's been disconnected from your heart and you've not been kind enough to this person that you're inquiring about, and you've pushed them away in some sort of way because you've been so focused on what you're doing, soften yourself to engage with them in a better way, because they just want everything to be all right. They just want things to be. You could be dead honest with them and say, look, I was so focused on what I was doing that that I've got a bit carried away with it. Shall we meet up and do something nice? You know. So whether this is a friendship or whatever it is, let's have a look at some of these cards for you, pal 3. So how do you matter to this person? They just want something peaceful, easy and honest with you, without lots of waves. They just want everything to be all right and nice and normal. They're focusing on other things, but it looks like they do want to have you in their world, but they're focusing on other stuff. If it's to do with romance, they might not feel that way about you, because their focus is on somebody else romantically, but that might not be the case. It might not be about romance. Hold on. Positivity and love, it's that simple. Okay, so it's just about shifting. Yeah, I think with the honesty and peace, this does feel simple. It feels like if you just be nice to them, then the relationship will be fine. It's what I want to say, and their focus will come back to you, potentially. Let me see what else we've got. Hobbies, yeah, so you might want to engage with them if there's something that you do that's similar. Maybe say, do you want to meet up and do this? You know, positive and simple. um, let's see what else we've got. Perhaps you need to spend more time on your hobbies to get in a better state of mind. You just need to have the motivation. So it's like things have fallen a bit flat, and you need to zhuzh it up a bit. If you want to be part of this person's life, you may have to put the energy into doing something to so it doesn't die a death, basically. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because there's a few things going on here, so it might be for several different people going through different stuff. They might have finished a job that they used to be in, or they might be looking for support. Pile 3. Perhaps if they have finished a job to become self-employed, they might need support on that. You know, that might be all they're looking for at the minute, because it's such a big deal to them. Let me get one more of these. Oops. Joy because you deserve it. Yeah, so I think there's a bit of lightening up required. I think there's been too much focus on trying to maybe get worky things done to make a dream come to fruition. You know, if you are bringing something to fruition, yes, work hard on it, but also life's meant to be fun. That's what we're here for. And the more joy you can bring into something, including a relationship, the more positive and happy it will be. And a lot of the time, the easier it goes if you have fun and enjoy it. I want another card for you. Let's do this one. Do a bit of a final outcome card. TikTok. Okay, hurry up and get on with it. Basically, yeah. So you know, don't leave things too long. I'd say kind of make contact as soon as possible to ensure that this doesn't drift, is what I want to say. Oops, there now, Luna. Part of this message is love is always right on time, but yeah, I feel like more that it's important that to know that friendships and strong energetic relationships, whether they're romantic, whatever they are, it doesn't matter how much time has gone by, they always exist. You know, the energy exchange that you have with a person, whether it's a friendship or romantic, the energy exchange you have with someone, whether it's romantic or friendship, you know, the fact that you've spent time together talking, being open, if there has been this real honesty with each other, it just builds up a stronger connection. So it doesn't matter how much time has gone by, you can still talk to this person, get in contact with them, whatever. But I also want to say, if it's something that's going on now, make the effort to communicate. The motivation needs to be there for you to go to them. Maybe you're not used to being the one who takes the lead to say hello. A lot of people I know are quite scared to go, hello, would you like to meet up? Do you want to do something? I don't know why. I suppose it's fear of rejection and things like that. However, sometimes it's got to be a two-way street, you know. If you so just be willing to sort of say, hi, because that's and just be peaceful with them. If you're worried that something's up, just let it go and be nice to them, and it will help things to go back to normal again. It's that easy. I don't think this is complicated in that sense. I think the other person that you're inquiring about wants things to be pretty simple, to keep things easy, doesn't want a lot of drama or carry on. They just want to keep progressing with what they're trying to achieve, which is maybe where their focus is. So, Pal 3, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do look at my special offer to work with me on a life-changing 10-week program, one-to-one over video call. The special offer is only on until the 6th of January, so we're running out of time. People are starting to book in, so I will literally run out of time. So the TikTok is on. So if you want to get in with me, please do that as soon as possible to secure your time slot with me, so we can work together to make this year the best year ever. And we'll clear away things from the past. If you keep going through repeat issues, we'll clear those away. If you will do past life regressions, inner child work, there's so much in it. There's a little video on here. You can click on the timestamp that tells you a bit more about it. And then you can also get even more detail on my website, and it is available to book on my shop right now. I've had to put it in American dollars, so wherever you are in the world, whether you're in the UK, America, or anywhere else, on the shop it's in American dollars. But if you want to book with me, you can pay by PayPal when we make contact and sort out a schedule for the 10 weeks. So enjoy the rest of your day, Foxglove friend. Please do like and subscribe if this has resonated, to help grow my channel so that I can continue to help people like you, and so that I can see you again. Take care. Goodbye.